All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy EzzyLB. It's been a while since I've uploaded. I'm not gonna lie. It's been like probably like 6 months plus. A lot's changed, a lot's been going on, but it's all good. We're gonna keep uploading to the channel, and maybe this time we'll be a little bit more consistent. But just gonna jump right into it. Today, we're gonna go ahead and do a story time. So story time videos is one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube. There's a lot of crazy stuff you can find, but my first story time is going to be a bit of a doozy. I'm not gonna lie. This is it's about to get off the rails here in a second. It's probably one of the most out of pocket nights I've ever experienced. Super weird, peculiar, hilarious, and terrifying. Terrifying, and that's all I'm gonna say. It's trippy that this stuff actually happened to me and everybody that was there. So it's pretty funny in hindsight. So I'm just gonna give what happened from my side of things. So. With a little bit of context, I've had a bunch of friends for a long time. Most of them I've known since like 8th or ninth grade. Occasionally, someone new will pop around and they'll just become one of the homies and they'll stick, and that's just how it works. Can't really explain it, but this is how I met my homie Xavier. Pretty cool guy. We're not the closest of friends, but he's chill. He's a chill dude. I met him. We started hanging out by well, how it originally happened is he was a brother of a guy I knew, or a cousin of whatever, some guy. I'll just see him around and be like, oh, I think that's what's his name's cousin, or I think that's so and so's brother, whatever. So we added each other on Snapchat somewhere along the way. I don't know, probably quick add, something like that, and whatever. So I used to skip class a lot. I mean, all my friends did way more than you're supposed to. I mean, you're not supposed to skip class in general, I guess, anyway. But if you're gonna skip class, we skip way more than you're supposed to. I'm surprised I even graduated sometimes. But I was just sitting in the cafeteria one day, scrolling through social media. I just didn't care. I just didn't want to go to class. But I was going through Snapchat stories, and I saw this dude Xavier. He posted something on Snapchat, and then I slid up on it, and I was like, "Hey man, like that looks pretty cool," or whatever it was. I was like, "Oh, that's dope." We liked a lot of the same music. This is when Montana 300 was popping. He dropped that one album. I think it was called Fire in the Church at the time, with the orange cover. Besides the point, but then he responded to me. He said, "Hey man, just so you know, I'm right behind you," or something like that. Something real creepy, and I just read it with a sinister voice in my head. I don't know why. I don't know why, but and then so I slowly kind of like turn around, and I'm like, well, what do you mean? And then I see him right there. He's just laughing. He's like, I got you, or something like that. Um, Something like that. And then we just started talking, chopping it up, whatever. And then we go to class after that. After like the next class, like the bell rang, whatever. And so we started talking more and more. Like after that, after we met each other in the cafeteria, eventually we said, hey, let's chill sometime. Let's do something. Let's match, whatever. Listen to music sometime, whatever. So then we got it started. We started getting all the homies together, and Xavier would pop out too. And then one day, we started drinking with each other. And I don't recommend underage drinking, especially for reasons like this. But we had a couple of fun nights. We had some really fun times, really fun nights, and yeah, this dude Xavier, he just we were just all chilling one night, and he said, "Hey, well, I got a uncle or something like that. Like I got a homie. He's older. He can get us some something to drink on." So we just all kind of jumped onto it, and first couple times really normal, really chill. Had some great times, and then one time things started to take a turn for the worse. So a little bit more context. I was getting headaches really bad for some reason. I would cough and get a blistering headache. I went to like the emergency room, everything. They gave me medicine for gout. Like, I can't believe it. They gave me gout medicine. Like, what the hell are you getting gout medicine for? But I guess it was just for intense pain. And so I started taking that, get rid of these weird headaches. Might have been like a sinus thing or something. I have no idea. And so yeah, I couldn't smoke because I didn't want to cough. get a headache, and I couldn't drink because of pain medicine they gave me. Like I could not drink with it. It would have caused like bleeding in my stomach or some weird like that. And all the homies linked up one night, and they hit me up. They said, "Hey, like we're trying to drink, we're trying to smoke, whatever." And I told them, I said, "No, I can't really be on any of that. I gotta stay sober for a little while. I'm not trying to get a blistering headache or end up bleeding inside my stomach." So we all met up. It was me and three of my long-term friends, Noah, Kane, and Owen. And then one of them was Xavier. He was the newer guy. I mean, I'm still cool with him and everything. He's still the homie. But I came later in the night. These guys, they already gathered everything. They gathered all their party favors. You know what I'm saying? Like hors d'oeuvres, whatever you want to call it. Someone had the idea of having a bonfire too, and it seemed like a pretty cool idea. I mean, I like bonfires, getting drunk around the bonfire in the middle of the night. That stuff's fun. But it was January. It was the middle of January, and I'm pretty sure there was snow on the ground, like a couple of inches maybe. So at first we were thinking like, nah, it's kind of dead. It's cold out here. But we forgot how warm the fire would be, so we lit the fire, seen how it would go. It was nice, burning real well. I remember destroying Noah's fence to get more wood. This dude Noah was just like, "Hey, if we need more wood, just destroy the fence and take the wood off of that, and I guess we'll just use that." And I mean, destroying stuff and burning it, I wasn't gonna deny that. So everyone was having a good time, drinking everything. So these dudes, they got way too much in the first place. They got three 750 milliliter bottles of some super cheap dark liquor, like 3 bottles of some $7 brandy each, $7 for a bottle. And yeah, super cheap, not high quality stuff at all. And then I was like, "Why'd y'all get so much? I told you I'm not even sipping." They said, "Whoa, it's super cheap, man. It's like $7." And I mean, I've sipped on it too a couple times. It is cheap and it's easy. I'm not even gonna lie. So yeah, we were chilling, listening to music, and then all of a sudden, this is where things start to take a turn. I know I already said that, but this is where they start to take a minor turn, major turn later, minor turn here. So this dude Xavier, he looked at me and he said, "Watch this, bro." And then he took the bottle and he chugged almost the whole thing in one go. Like I'm talking like one chug, almost the whole bottle was gone. And I was like, "Damn!" I didn't. I knew you could chug on stuff, but not like that. So I was impressed. I'm not gonna lie. And then a couple minutes later, Noah pretty much did the same thing. This dude poured his in a cup though, so he thought he was safe. He said, "I'm gonna pour mine in the cup, so then I don't drink too much." He poured basically the whole bottle in a cup and then drank the whole cup. So yeah, in a matter of like 10 minutes, everyone was messed up. Owen and Kane, they were taking their time. They knew how to drink like normal human beings. They knew. I don't know why the others thought it was a good idea to just go bananas off the rip like that. So yeah, I had to use the restroom fairly bad, like pretty bad. Like, "Hey man, I gotta go to the bathroom." And I started to tell Noah, I was like, "Hey Noah, man, I gotta go. Is the door unlocked? Like, can I get in there?" And he was like, gone. He was just like, hey bro, just give me a minute, bro, and I'll give you my keys. I just gotta sober up real quick." He said, "I just gotta sober up really quick to get this out of my pocket for you." And then I was so pissed, bro. I had to go to the bathroom so bad, begging this dude just to give me the keys. And he took so long that I ended up just going to try to see if the door was unlocked in the first place. I probably should have done that to begin with, but it was unlocked. So if the door was unlocked, I'm basically holding my pants because I got to go to the bathroom so bad. And I go inside, and then all of a sudden I hear, "Woo, woo, 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 woo." Big ass dog. I'm pretty sure that Noah's sister was spending the night or something like that. And she has a really big dog. And I was terrified, man. I ran straight to the basement trying to make sure this dog couldn't come get me or anything like that, man. So I went straight to the downstairs, do my business. And then this is where I come back outside, like 10 minutes pass, and it's a completely different atmosphere, man. It's a whole new world. Noah is in his car bashing some hot Cheetos. Like I'm talking smashing them bitches, and then he's bumping music too, like loud, like bumping music. Like the whole block can probably hear this fool listening to music. And then Xavier was sitting at the fire making weird hiccup burping noises. Like he had nonsensical sentences. Like there was nothing logical about what was going on. This dude Xavier was sitting around the fire. He was going like and in the mix there was weird burping noises too, like I'm sorry if that was disgusting, but that's exactly what it sounded like. And then this dude Xavier was doing that for a minute, and it was taking. He was being so loud that this dude Noah's dad texted him and told him, "Hey, shut up. That is some loud ass shit, man. Just shut up. It's the middle of the night. People are trying to sleep. Shut up." And then um, we tried to get him to shut up. It wasn't really too successful, and then we just kind of forgot about it. He was doing it so much, it just became natural to hear it. It was weird. And then excuse me. And Noah asked to listen to music in my car, and he was like, "Bro, could I please listen to music in your car, bro? Please." Because I had a pretty good stereo at the time, and then the homie Owen went to follow and listen to music too, and then so I was sitting next to Xavier, just chilling on my phone. I was really kind of just minding my business. I mean, it's not like I could have a full conversation with this dude Xavier the way he was. Like, you know, he's just making no sense. Like, "Hey, bro," sentences like that type shit. And then all of a sudden, I finally caught the first thing that made sense. This fool looked at me and he said, "Hey, bro, watch this." Just like that. And then he tried to get in the fire. He tried to get up and like hop in the fire, I think. And then I was like, "Nah, you can't do that." Like we caught him and stuff, trying to like make sure he didn't get in the fire. Like, "Nah, you can't do that, bro. It's hot in there. Like you're gonna get hurt." So then he ended up just laying like right next to the fire. I don't know if he was cold because this dude was in shorts and he had like no socks. Like, or well, he probably had, they were like low cut socks, I'm assuming. And so me and I think Kane or me and Owen, one of us, we picked him up and then tried to get him inside because he was gone, bro. He had to go to sleep. If he was trying to pass out on the floor outside, like there was time, you know what I mean? Like it was time, you know. And then he started throwing up outside and everything, and he was covered in mud, and then he just started telling us. He was like, "I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry, bro." So yeah, that was crazy, and we finally got him inside, man. And we put him on his side because we knew he was probably gonna start throwing up and can't move and all that. And then we came back outside, and this dude Noah is leaning out the side of my car, puking profusely, throwing up, like disgusting. And it was pure red. It was red vomit. It was disgusting, repulsive, gross. Hot Cheetos, just barely digested hot Cheetos. It was repulsive, like repungently disgusting, man. He got plenty of it in my car too. Got plenty of it in my car, and he scraped the passenger door on the concrete, like on the curb, because he tried to open it so fast. It was pretty funny. I was really heated at the time, especially because I wasn't even drinking this night. Like I had to deal with all this shit, and I wasn't even drinking this night. So Noah's aunt came home. She got out of the car and saw like Noah standing up and down, like he just looked like shit. He was getting sick and shit. She knew exactly what was going on. I don't think anybody cared to like hide like the bottles or anything like that. We just had a fire going. The fire was probably dying out. It was probably just like embers at this point, you know. And then once she went inside, we finally got Noah to go inside. We were just trying our best to play it cool while she was around. And it was funny. When Noah went inside, he got up and he went straight inside, like fast. He like almost like borderline ran inside so he can just like lay down and go to sleep. So we finally got him to the basement, and this dude fell asleep sitting straight the fuck up. Like, fell asleep sitting straight up and down. And then it was kind of like calm before the storm. Everything was cool. Everyone was chilling. Noah was passed out. Xavier was passed out. I mean, Xavier was like puking and making noises and shit, but nothing too bad. He puked on the bed all over himself. It was terrible. Then he started making noises in his sleep, like the same ones outside. He'd be like, they would come and go. It was annoying and weird. Me and Owen and Kane, we were just chilling. I think we're playing like Call of Duty. Like one of the Call of Duties just came out. I think it's back when like Black Ops 4 came out. I don't know. It doesn't sound right at the same time though. But this is where things start to get real crazy. Start to take a turn. They get real squirrely and scary like and everything. So Xavier was quiet for a while. He was making those noises, but then he started chilling and he was quiet. We were like, okay, this dude's going to sleep. But then all of a sudden he sat straight up and down out of nowhere. Just sat straight up, like out of nowhere, and then he just lied back down for a moment. He just lied back down. It was quiet, super quiet, and then there was more hiccups and groans. It was the loudest it was all night, the burping noises. And then this fool Xavier, he started talking in his sleep. He started talking in his sleep in a weird, made-up foreign language. It sounded like a completely different person. I don't think this fool Xavier speaks another language, but if he did, he didn't tell us before this, and it was weird. It's something I'd never heard before. It was like, it sounded like the villagers on Resident Evil 4. Like, like no cap. And then I take Kane aside and I ask him what's going on. I was like, hey, bro, I think this fool is like getting possessed or something. Like, what's going on with all this? And then it was silent for a while after that. He goes back to sleep. Nobody really cares what's going on. And then he wakes up completely lucid, but he's puking, vomiting profusely. But he's there. He's Xavier again. And we told him what was going on, and then he just started laughing. He just started laughing and thought it was all hilarious. And we thought everything was over. He was sleeping for a while, no noise, anything. And then everything started happening at once. Everything weird that he was doing happening at once. Like the hiccups, burping noise, groaning, foreign language. Like, burping noises, groaning. And then he started yelling, get it out, he's inside me, please, it's hurting me, there's a demon inside me, please, help me, please. And I don't know about you, bro, but I was scared, and not one of us dared to mess with this fool when this was going down. I don't know if we were scared it would transfer to us or what, but we were not taking any chances at all. And after this passed, it was fairly quiet the rest of the night. Hiccups here, groan there, puke every couple hours. It was terrifying, man. And I don't think any of us slept the whole night. I mean, I probably slept approximately like 30 minutes after that. Like from 8:30 to like 9 a.m. or something like that. I called my mom, and then when I woke up, I said, hey, will you come pick me up? Like, there was some crazy stuff happening last night. I don't want to get in trouble or anything, but I gotta call you, let you know what's going down, because this is weird. I can't drive home. I couldn't drive home. That's why I needed a ride, because there was puke all over my car. And I was so terrified, man. I went to the church in the morning. Right, first thing in the morning, I woke up. I went to the church. I talked to the guy, and he was like, yeah. I told him everything that happened. And he said, yeah, I think Xavier probably had an experience with a demonic entity that night. He gave me all these explanations. He said, that's why they're called wine and spirits, you know what I mean? And he was just so nonchalant about it. He must have heard stories like this plenty of times. And then me and Kane, we both had to work the next day at 11 in the morning, like a full shift. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure we were just talking about it, telling all the coworkers and everything what happened. Yeah, it was a crazy night. I'm pretty sure my homie got like slightly possessed. He wasn't like floating above the bed or anything like that, but he was like begging for us to help him because he had a demon inside of him. So pretty terrifying, pretty funny, but in hindsight, it's kind of hilarious. I mean, what can you do, you know? I mean, that fool, I'm pretty sure he's straight now. I've been talking to him every now and then, say what's up, and he seems cool. So yeah, I mean, that's the story about how my homie got possessed by a demonic entity. So Possibly. I mean, obviously you don't know. You can't tell. You never know what's going on. So, yeah. That's the end of the story, pretty much. That's all I really got. I mean, and I was using this Elden Ring gameplay. I know I'm pretty trash at the game. I'm still low level and everything in this video. But this is my favorite boss so far. I mean, this dude is cool. Is badass. Dragonkin Soldier of Nokstella, I think is what it's called. And the setting is just crazy. There's just like a skeleton with like corpses all around, like praising this like skeleton in the middle of the room on a huge ass throne. And then this boss just comes down. Yeah, it's just pretty cool. So I'll go ahead and just let the rest of the video play and go from there. Thanks for tapping in. It's your boy SELB.